What's up, everyone? Welcome to the August 8th edition of DraftKings Tournament Plays presented by PrizePicks. I'm your host, Adam Scherer. You can follow me on Twitter at ShipMyMoneyDFS. And as a reminder, use the code AWESEMO when you sign up and make a deposit at PrizePicks. You'll receive one free month of Stokastic Plus Platinum. You'll also receive a 100% deposit bonus up to $100 on your first deposit. We have a 7-game MLB slate tonight. And as usual, we're going to take a look at 3 of the top tournament stacks and 3 of the top tournament pitchers using the top stacks tool and the top pitchers tool on the Stokastic.com website. Starting with the top stacks, number 3, the New York Yankees are taking on Logan Gilbert tonight in Seattle. Gilbert's a good pitcher, 3.8 xFIP, 22.7% strikeout percentage this year, and Seattle is a very difficult park to hit in, but limited options on the slate since there are only 7 games, and the Yankees are one of the best offenses in baseball with a 126 WRC plus and a 185 ISO on their active roster. They're projected for about 6% ownership with a 7% chance of being the top scoring stack. Number 2, the Baltimore Orioles are taking on Yusei Kikuchi tonight in Baltimore. They are projected for about 8% ownership with a 7% chance of being the top scoring stack and also a 6% chance of being the top value stack. Kikuchi has struck out 25.5% of hitters this year, but outside of that, he's really struggled, allowing 1.8 home runs per 9, walking 13% of hitters, pitching to a 4.36 xFIP. The Orioles active roster has a 95 WRC plus, but a respectable 157 ISO. It is a high upside spot against Kikuchi. And number 1, the New York Mets taking on Justin Dunn, who's making his first appearance in the majors this year. Dunn has 25 career starts going back to his time with the Mariners. He has struck out 20.6% of hitters and has a 6.05 xFIP in those starts. The Mets are one of the more productive offenses in baseball with a 118 WRC plus and a 162 ISO. They're projected for 17% ownership, but also have a 16% chance of being the top scoring stack. Now, before we take a look at the top 3 pitchers, we do have a new promo code for viewers of these tournament videos. Use the promo code ADAMMLB. It's written at the top of the screen. Receive 50% off any weekly Stokastic Plus package. This offer is available for new users only, but if you haven't already signed up for Stokastic Plus, use this promo code, get yourself 50% off any weekly package that will give you access to behind the paywall data, including the top stacks tool and the top pitchers tool that I reference in these videos. So again, that's promo code ADAMMLB. Use it and get 50% off Stokastic Plus weekly. Now, taking a look at the top 3 tournament pitchers, number 3, Keegan Thompson, $6,700 price tag, taking on the Washington Nationals. The Nationals don't strike out a lot, and Thompson only has a 19.9% strikeout percentage so far this year, but he is inexpensive, and he has a reasonable 4.54 xFIP, kind of just a middle-of-the-road pitcher. But the Nats lineup, while they don't strike out, isn't very good. Only an 85 WRC plus and 119 ISO on their active roster. Thompson's projected for 17% ownership with a 19% chance of being a top 2 scoring pitcher and a 27% chance of being a top 2 value. Number 2, Zach Gallen, $7,900, taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates. Gallen is projected for 38% ownership, but he has a 24% chance of being a top 2 pitcher, in addition to a 21% chance of being a top 2 value. Gallen has struck out 23.3% of hitters with a 3.84 xFIP so far this year, and the Pirates' active roster has just a 92 WRC plus and a 143 ISO. And number 1, Blake Snell, getting the most ownership at 48%. But he also has a 33% chance of being a top 2 scorer and a 22% chance of being a top 2 value at $8,800 in his matchup against the Giants. Snell leads this slate by a wide margin with a 30.2% strikeout percentage. He also has a 3.61 xFIP. The Giants' active roster does have a 107 WRC plus, but Snell pretty clearly projects as the top scoring pitcher on this slate. So to recap, the top 3 tournament stacks: number 3, the New York Yankees; number 2, the Baltimore Orioles; number 1, the New York Mets. And the top 3 tournament pitchers: number 3, Keegan Thompson; number 2, Zach Gallen; and number 1, Blake Snell.